What's going on, guys? Video I wasn't planning on doing so soon. I was gonna wait for these to come down in price, but had the opportunity to pick one up like right on the spot for retail, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. What we're looking at here is the official Joshua Vides collaboration with Converse. Now, some of you don't know the name, but you've seen this aesthetic before. He popped off on Instagram, and one of the first things that people started replicating, I guess, was the cartoonish drawings and like the pointillism and like the shadowing on Air Forces. And even right now, looking at this, like it looks like it's out of some sort of like weird 3D type cartoon cel shaded movie, similar to like a Scanner Darkly, which came out like, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago with Keanu Reeves. And anyway, check that out. You'll get my you'll get what I'm saying. But this is an official release. This is something that, hit stores, hit online, and didn't take off to the same extent that when people were just doing their own. I guess because, you could literally pick up a Sharpie, or if you wanted to do it properly, like Angelus, because I've seen a lot of poor representations of this aesthetic, and like it just wasn't done nice. But aside from just having like the very, cartoony drawing, like all the way around, like everything is hit on this, everything's touched on. This shoe is an amazing shoe, and we're gonna go over it, and I'm going to try to convince you to buy a pair, because if you don't, you're gonna be upset a year, 2, 3 years down the road that you didn't get one now, because everything on this shoe is amazing. So the box itself, about the size of like an average, like Nike box, or like if you have like the Chuck 70s, the highs, like it's the same kind of size, but black, of course. This one, I believe there is like a special box, comes with some more stuff, and it's more expensive and whatnot. But this guy here, like looks like a Jordan box, nothing special on the exterior. And you open it up, and you get these beauties. So we're looking at them right now, the way they came out of the box. I haven't really tinkered with these too much, but I tried one on briefly because I know the Converse size is kind of funny. I'm like a 10.5 would be my preferred, but this is a 10, so I'm like, I'll make it work. Tried it on, I'm like, these are hella comfortable. And this here is the insole that came with it. Removable, of course, so you can put your own in there. But like that's a good amount of cushioning in there. Like that was, I put it in, I'm like, man, there has to be something in here. So I'm like, I'm gonna take it out and go look at it, show you. And it's not something I normally do if it's like just a regular insole. But this guy here, again, get the Chuck Taylor, which this is like the Chuck 70. Right there, Joshua Vides. You get that nice extra padding underfoot. And if you look on the inside, it's that kind of like Dr. Scholl's type blue insole type material. So you get that extra added comfort. Comfortable shoe, probably as comfortable as a pair of Converse can get. With the exception of when they did like a Flyknit Converse, and I think it had like Lunar Lawn or something on the inside. That would probably be it. But in terms of like, off the shelf or online recent release, probably the most comfortable. So looking at here, we have 2 sets of laces, black pair, and that like beige type taupe, like tea stain kind of color, which is essentially this, which is like, I wouldn't call it a khaki, but it's pretty darn close to it. And what these are Velcro panels. This whole shoe is Velcro, like the entire shoe, right? This whole thing comes off. It's all black Velcro underneath. You line the eye holes up, you lace it up, you stick it on, you're good to go. On the inside, this guy here, the little cookie. This guy, because then the whole thing is Velcro, comes off. Then you got these guys you can throw on there if you wanted to. Velcro, look at that, just sticks like that. You like that looks kind of nice. Yeah, add some contrast. Harder to see on this one, but there is the same text as it is in the black pair. But It's very difficult to see when it's like white on white. You try to focus here. Converse Chuck 70 high top by Joshua Vides 2019. If found, return to blank. Now, I can imagine it would be extremely difficult to try to write your name on that. So that's kind of more of like a gimmick, if you will. And my ottoman is full of cat fur at the moment. So I'm going to have to try to defuzz that later because she lays on this all day. Right? So, Velcro all the way around. You can see in the back where it's like a little exposed. There is a secondary colorway, which is more of like a white multicolor, where one shoe is like red, white, green. The other is blue, white, yellow. And I say white, that's because like that's the main body color of the shoe. So you get like a green panel and a blue panel or a yellow. The other one's kind of like the Italian flag or something like that. This one I think was a little more neutral of the two. Because I say less is more. This shoe speaks for itself. I didn't want to have too many colors going on. I could have ordered the other one. Definitely got it. Would have had to wait a couple days. But this was on the spot. Done deal. Took them home. Again, these little guys here. So, with the possibility of this being 100% Velcro, this really opens up a whole world to what I've been telling a lot of people about, that new Air Force One metal Velcro pack with like the different colored metallic swooshes where you can make your own. Because I just tell people, you get the shoe, if you're crafty, you go to Michael's, you go to like Zellikovitz, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name, it's a leather store, it's in Ottawa. I do buy stuff from them. You can put aside some time during the weekend, whatever, and make your own panels. I'm going to go to Valley Village, best believe. I'm going to find myself like a half-decent bootleg Gucci purse. I'm going to cut that shit apart. I'm going to trace this out. Same thing how I kind of did with my, like the Louis Vuitton bathing ape head that I'm still working on because I got sidetracked. This thing's going to be crazy, right? It's going to be, I'm going to have like a Gucci panel. I can, whatever I want there. If I just wanted like the little Gucci little cookie on that, I can do that. I can, stitch it by hand. I can go find someone with a sewing machine. Go to Michael's. I'll get the eyelets. You can do that. This shoe opens up so much possibility to have your own kind of custom one. Let aside, buying a Chuck 70 and painting your own, right? Totally doable. Shoe itself, before any sort of discount or coupons or anything like that, it's $140. You look at a pair of Air Forces, it's $120, right? For a piece of art. And I would consider this art, it's an official release by Joshua Vides. It's the same, kind of up there with, when, like with the Daniel Arshams. Right? Like it's art. I wouldn't have this any other way. Like everything on that shoe has been reworked, has his own little touch to it. Everything. I've got a pair of the AC/DC Converse that released, I think, in like 09 or something like that. I believe it's like Angus Young's face on the bottom. Easier to see when it's wet, or at least like, when it was a new shoe, because it's got that gloss to it. When it starts getting kind of worn down and it's kind of, cloudy or filmy, you can't see it as well. But like everything has like a little rework to it. And it's such a cool shoe for the price. For $140, like that's great. Make your own, like you can totally do it. The insole, comfortable, right? Because that's usually the first thing I would suggest, trying to put in a pair of Converse, because there's nothing to them. I tell people, you get a $60 shoe, you're getting $60 of comfort. $140 shoe, you're getting a little more comfort in it. It's a better insole, right? But so well done, in my opinion. I think, say what you want, I think this is definitely one of the best, if not the best, shoe of 2019 that has come out, and no one talked about it, right? I haven't seen anyone wearing these, but I've seen 101 different people wearing their own variations that they've done with, Converse, mostly Air Forces, because I think that's what really took off, because, that was the most popular shoe this year, hands down. As it is most years, this was, no exception. everyone coming through, downtown Ottawa had a pair of Air Forces with, poorly drawn on Sharpie and different laces and stuff. This is the official Joshua Vides release, and I got a pair for retail, and that's crazy. So, say what you will, say what you want. Comment, concern, leave them down below. I'll try to get back to you. Let's open up a panel discussion. I'm sorry for the long video, but I felt like everything had to be kind of touched on this. It wasn't a 3-minute video. It wouldn't have done it justice. I had to show you the shoe. I had to show you all the little trinkets. Give me my 2 pieces of information on here. But anyway, comment, concerns, leave them down below. I'll get back to you. I want to hear from you guys. I'm going to post in a couple different groups. Comment there as well. But I want to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you take away something from this.